Welcome back to SOS. I'm Staff Sergeant BA.
Sippy cup. Sippy cup.
You are not Sippy Cup. You are Charlie Bear.
I said sippy cup first. I said sippy cup.
That kid, I tell you.
Sippy cup.
All right, I'm going through some funky woods. All right, yeah, I got a little trip. I'm headed to the post office. Got to mail out some stuff for some patrons. I do this drawing every month, and I've got leftovers. They waited to reply last minute, but that's okay. I got to get ready for a live stream tonight, and I'm trying to get some topics in my head, but I've got one that I wanted to just kind of do. Now, these are just 10 items. These are just 10 items. I wanted to make this video real quick. 10 items. This is stuff for you to think about. You could probably put in your house for bugging in. And the bug in process, a lot of people don't discuss. You kids. All right, 10 items. These are just 10 items. I just wrote these down, and I got to thinking. Number 10 on my list would be something I've been thinking about a lot. Now, I have a kerosene heater. Okay, I got a kerosene heater, but I need something else, like something that I can run in the house. The buddy heater. The buddy heater is a great option to have if you live in winter conditions. Winter's just around the corner. I mean, look at it. What we're in July right now, so we're so close to being in the winter environment again. And another great item to have is the buddy heater. So I put buddy heater on my list for 10 items to have. Number 9 on my list. Gotta wait for this car. I don't want to get ran over. But yeah, number 9 on my list is gonna be radios. Radios, communication. Not just a ham radio. You know, if you're a ham licensed operator, you know, it's a fun thing to have, but one thing is just radios. I mean, we keep CBs in all of our vehicles, and I've said this a million times, but not just with CBs, radios, walkie-talkies, all that different stuff for communications, but what about a radio? Like just listening to music, listening to the emergency broadcast system, an emergency radio, you know, something that that is rechargeable, something that is also solar rechargeable, a crank charging system, also can charge phones and other devices and rechargeable batteries. They make a lot of different ones. They're all over the place. All right, next on my list. Number 8, the generator. All right, not just solar panels. You know, everybody's, you know, talks about solar panels and stuff, but having a generator. I mean, I was at Harbor Freight. I know. A lot of people are like, Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight, $99. You can get a generator that will at least generate enough power. You could keep your refrigerator going. You know, you can keep a refrigerator, at least a refrigerator going, and then unplug that every now and then and recharge other items and things like that. Fuel. Number 7. Yeah, I'm on number 7. I got my list. Number 7 on the list that I think about, fuel. We keep kerosene, we keep propane, and we keep gas. I use Pri-G to store my gas for a long period of time, anytime it starts to get degraded a little bit. But now I use gas. Now, don't use, your ethanol-free gas, right? Now, it's hard to find. You might have like one gas station within 50 miles of your home. You might have one gas station within 50 miles that actually sells gas that's ethanol free and all that stuff. The problem is with gas you just buy at like the Shell station or something like that, the gas actually can go bad faster. So keep that in mind. Sometimes gas stored about a year will go bad, but that's not ethanol free. Now, ethanol-free gas will last a lot longer, so just keep that in mind. But we keep kerosene. Kerosene is freaking expensive. We keep lamp oil and stuff like that. Oil I classify as a fuel, so I put that in the same category. So just note fuel for number 7. Number 6, bleach, trash bags, and cleaning items. You know, soap. you know, stuff to wash your hands with. A lot of people won't put that stuff up, but you need to keep. I'll get you guys some batteries. Just chill, kids. We'll get to that in a minute too. If you got kids, batteries are important. But yes, bleach. If you can purify water with bleach, it's like 4 drops to a gallon, 4 tiny drops to a gallon. If you've got like a milk jug you cleaned out, a lot of people are picky about these sorts of things, but you can get a milk jug with fill it up with a gallon of water and add about 4 drops. Well, it's average 3 drops. I mean, you could do it with 3 drops just fine, but you just need a few drops of bleach to that water, and bam, there you go. When it comes like you know your amoebas, you know, and things like it. When you start getting technical into water purification and stuff like that, you have to think about your water filters. And let's talk about filters. All right, so a filtration system going with the bleach and stuff. I'll get to that one in a minute. But trash bags are very important. Let's go ahead and put that out there. You got trash, you're going to need some trash bags. Trash bags can be used for a billion different things, and cleaning items of all sorts. So number 5 on my list is rechargeable batteries, and I put rechargeable batteries as number 5. We go through batteries like it's cool, but a lot of people don't put rechargeable batteries in their inventory. They'll buy like these bulk packages of batteries, and they never get the rechargeable batteries. But get yourself a decent charger and get yourself some rechargeable batteries. AAA and AA, that's usually what I run. That's the reason why most of the flashlights and things that I bring onto the channel are all AA and AAA. I don't mess with odds and ends types of flashlights and doodads. I like batteries that are readily available to me all throughout the city. So that's the reason why I choose that. I'm not going to go to a what is it, the vapor guys, you know, I'm not going to go to a vape shop to go grab a battery because I can't find a battery. And not everyone has like your battery bulb plus stores or whatever around their neighborhood, so just keep that in mind. I don't want to offend anybody by any of the stuff that I say, but I'm just trying to put the information out there, stuff I think about. Let's see. Number 4 on my list, first aid kit. First aid kit, not just a regular first aid kit. I mean, you need something for trauma. You need something for, you know, your scratches, boo-boos. You need stuff for, another thing that you can have in your first aid kit is some wackadoo driving on the road. So other items you could have in your first aid kit is like your, all your different types of pills for everything. I mean, even when it comes to like, I was saying the other day, like some, like Alka-Seltzer and all sorts of weird stuff, right? I mean, you could put an array of things in that kit. It doesn't have to be just Band-Aids and whatnot. You could put stuff, you know, we were talking about aloe and comparing it to Vaseline, how you can use Vaseline in the same place as that. A lot of people don't know that. But aloe would be an item you could probably put in there somewhere for like a first degree burn or something like that. Let's see. Number 3, weapons. I'm putting that as number 3, weapons. Now the reason why I'm saying weapons is because there's people that watch the channel that can't just go out and buy a handgun, buy a shotgun or a rifle. So I classify it as weapons. What blunt object could you use to defend yourself, right? Weapons. But make sure that you accumulate some sort of weapons that you can use to protect yourself. You can use a bow, you know, you can use, you know, a longbow. There you go. A slingshot. I mean, there's people on YouTube that do wild things with slingshots. Just saying. That's just another item, weapons. Number 2 on my list, food. Being able to store food. Each week we go grocery shopping. Actually, it's every 2 weeks. It's not every week. We can't afford to do it every week, but every 2 weeks we take about $10 to $20 And we stock up on canned foods. We do canned foods. We do our canned foods, and then we do beans, we do rice, and we even do pasta. Pasta doesn't go bad. You can leave that stuff forever. But we do our storage. We do our food storage, and we update that all the time. You don't have to be very active in canning and all these other processes to store food. There's a way to store food without going through all that. But you can get yourself something going self-sufficient, you know, a garden, and then picking from the garden and canning and all that stuff. That would be more practical. And I just got done talking about how to dehydrate food. I mean, you can dehydrate food without a dehydrator. You don't need a dehydrator to dehydrate food. I just got done giving a little class on that in the last podcast we did Saturday night, I think. All right, number 1 on the list, water. And I'm going to add a link for this one because I think it's practical. Because and you could go get yourself a Kadan pump water filter for like $50. Those things are pretty affordable now. It was on my list for a long time, but someone helped me out and got me one because I didn't have one. We're not like rolling in dough like everybody thinks that YouTubers are, but anyways, Kadan water filter is the way to go if you want something that's portable. If you're going to bug in or bug out, it's practical use. But for your home, a Berkey would be the right way to go. But if you don't have Berkey money, if you don't have Berkey money and you want to build your own Berkey, I'm going to add a link for the water portion of this. Is you want water storage containers, you know, and if you had one of these, a homemade Berkey, which Southern Ark Homestead did a video on, and I'm going to add the link below so you guys can click it and go check it out. This is how you make your own homemade Berkey, and that's exactly how you do it. You can do it with some 5-gallon buckets, or you can do it the way she did it, but it's that simple. It is so easy to do, and all you need is the filters. And you take the filters, you get yourself a couple of buckets, and there you go. So for about, I think, roughly $60 maybe, you could have yourself a Berkey. And I figured I'd throw that one out there for the idea people out there that like to make stuff with their hands and save money. So like me, that's kind of what I do. So but that's all I got, and that's my 10 items to add to your bug-in list, and 10 items you should probably have in your bug-in list, but not too many people talk about it, so I figured I'd do it. All right, you're watching SOS. I'm Stats RMBA. You're not Sippy Cup. These kids, they repeat everything we say. Gotta be careful. All right, you guys take it easy, and God bless.